I'll tell you what, this football management lark's a bit tricky down here in the non-league. No squad depth, constant injuries because of part-time training, having to play players out of position, having to mix the tactic up constantly because I've got no players to even play out of position properly. No money to strengthen the squad. No one wants to come in on loan. Oh, it's so much fun being back down where I belong. Hello and welcome to part 4 of the Bolton battle. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode we have an FA Cup first round game. We never expected to make it this far into the FA Cup this soon. We're away against Barnet. We've not actually played many games since you were last with me because I wanted to get this one on the episode. So it's been fairly rubbish form since the last episode, to be honest. We've lost to Bradford, we've lost to Scunthorpe, and we only drew 1-1 away against Solihull Moors. So league-wise, it's left us down in 14th place. We're still only 5 points off the playoffs, and 14th is still the position the media predicted us to be in at the start of the year, but it's far from ideal, and a lot of it comes down to the fact we're being forced to mess around with silly tactics. We have no fit left-backs at the club. We only have one fit right back left because the others have all got injured. We had 3 right backs at the start of the season. I thought, we'll never play all these right backs, it'll be fine. One right back, and we can't even play with right backs because we've got no left back. So I fiddled and moved stuff around and tried a few different things. You saw this formation sort of emerging in the last episode when we did that, and it was stupid. In fact, not only did we do that was stupid, we did this that was even stupider. So the evolution has continued, and it's sort of become this, mainly because we have got sort of 4 half-decent centre-backs at the club. We've got 2 good left wing-backs. We don't have a right wing-back, but Paul Johnson can play out there and is doing a good job. And to be honest, he's one of the standout stars of this team at the moment. Bearing in mind he's played the last 4 games out of position now, he's still averaging a 7.2. He's got 7 assists and 2 goals in 16 games, 2 man of the match performances. He's only 19 as well. He's going to get better. I like this lad. He's training to play as a right wing back now as well. So once he masters that, we could be in for some really awesome things for him. And this might be a formation that ends up sticking around if it starts to click. Unfortunately, it's not at the moment, and we're playing against Barnet, who I think are in the Conference North. Let's just check. They're probably in League 1 or something ridiculous. Mid-table in League 2. We're going to get battered, aren't we? So this is the team that we're playing, and it's kind of forced upon us because if you look at the guys who haven't even made the bench, there's only really one of them who's fit, and that's Grant Cunliffe, and he's not on the bench purely because we don't really need him on there. We've got other players who, in fact, I say that, but where is any other options in central midfield? Jay Beatson is another left. We've got 2 left wingers on the bench. What am I playing at here? We've got 2 left wingers because no, it is Andre Glover. He can. There you go. Knew what I was doing. No, that's the first team. You absolute cretin. Right, we've got Ron Rees, left winger. Jay Beatson, left winger. Right, we'll bring Cunliffe on for him because we don't need 2 left wingers on the bench. We'll bring Cunliffe on. I am holding out a lot of hope for Pierce Millington to get fit again. I mean, he's not exactly going to romp straight back into the side, but he's a decent player. He's played the last couple of years and scored a lot of goals for Bolton when you put it in context. So hopefully he's going to be fit again soon and just freshen up the attack a little bit, because not only are we conceding goals constantly still, but since the change to the formation, our goals have sort of dried up a bit, which is a bit odd because all we've really done is dropped our holding midfielder back into the defence and pushed the fullbacks on. Attacking wise, nothing really has changed, but we just don't seem to be scoring as many goals anymore. So prepare for an absolute battering against Barnet. We've dropped back to standard mentality in the hope of avoiding a battering, but we are going to get absolutely thumped. So we've got Jordan Leach in goal, a back 3 of Kane, O'Brien and Fletcher. O'Brien's the young lad, defensive midfielder really, who's on loan from Sheffield United, but can play as that covering centre-back and gets around a little bit, still pushes up into that little gap, which I quite like about him. Colin Lamb and Paul Johnson as our wing-backs, and then fairly settled further forward. May, Hodgson, Glover in behind Probert and Priest. We've had a bit of a disaster because Frankie Penn, who'd been our superstar attacking midfielder, has been out for a couple of weeks. He'll start for a couple more weeks. He's had a great season so far. 6 goals in 12 games from attacking midfield. But it is giving Andre Glover the chance to have a little run in the side. He's not really taken that chance so far, but he's only started 2 games, so today might be the day he makes himself a star. Who knows? We've also dropped Tony Hodgson back to a deep-lying playmaker for today. He's usually an advanced playmaker. But I don't want him drifting up here with Johnson up here and there just being this massive gap here for Barnett to run into. So my hope is, as a deep line playmaker, he'll just sit alongside Adam May a little bit more and maybe give us a little bit of protection. But I think it's probably all going to be in vain, because we're certainly, as a lower mid-table Conference North team, we're certainly not ready for a cup run and beating league teams. If we do manage to get anything out of today's game, it will be quite ridiculous. I mean, look at that. Barnet are 8-1 on favourites. They're playing 3 up front against our back 3 as well. They've scouted us. We're not going to be able to do anything about this. They're going to absolutely tear us apart. And we just don't have anyone who we can bring in to change the shape of that defence at all. It's a back 3, or may as well not bother with defenders. So, I mean, that might be a better option, actually. Just stick a load of strikers on, see what happens. But Glover is in space. Is this today he makes himself a hero? Not on that kind of form. I mean, I know he's only 30 seconds in, but that was a tame shot. And he had the opportunity to slip it through to Priest, I think, was the centre forward waiting there for the ball to come through. And if only he had a bit more vision about him. Leach with a fantastic save. There's still only 2 minutes on the clock. Rather worryingly, Barnet have already had their first clear-cut chance. Sign of things to come, maybe. Glover's going to get himself sent off, isn't he? Crunching tackles. I mean, it's been an exciting start to the game. We've had 3 highlights in the first 5 minutes. That's unheard of. Right, can we make something here? It's our highlight, I hope. Hodgson to May. Get that out wide to Lamb. He does. Can we get the cross in? The cross comes in for Priest. I think it's an own goal. It's not. It's gone down as a Chris Priest goal. It's his 12th goal of the season. We're 1-0 up against the League 2 team. Let's not get carried away. It's only going to be temporary, but that is a lovely move, and that's all come from having a wing-back push forward on that side, and Priest has done. I mean, I still think that's probably an own goal, but Priest is going to claim that all day long. 12 goals already by October for a player who's never really done it before. He's impressive. By the way, Brian got the number 10 on at the back because I'm fed up with. I mean, it's part. I'll tell the lie, which is I'm fed up with the. We're 2-0 up. I'm not fed up with anything. I love the world. We're 2-0 up after 12 minutes. If anything, we're doing this a bit too early. But it's Lamb instigating again, and Glover plays the through ball. I said he makes himself a star today, and Priest, his finishing is iffy at times, but he gets so many chances that it doesn't really matter. And we're 2-0 up, and he's having a game and a half. But as I was saying, O'Brien at centre-back is wearing the number 10 because... 2-1. I'm never going to get to tell you this story. Answers on a postcard. Why is O'Brien wearing number 10? Because I'm never going to get the opportunity to tell you, because every time I try to, something happens. Honesty box. It's just he was gradually moved back. He started the season as central midfield, dropped to defensive midfield, dropped back into the back 4. And it's because I'm just tweaking that tactic rather than starting again from a fresh one. Plus, if Football Manager insists, and it does seem to insist, if it insists on giving the number 3 shirt to a centre-back and the number 5 shirt to a left-back on all of its preset formations, then I insist on messing with it even further. Look, if I've got to have a left-back wearing number 5 and a centre-back wearing number 3, I'm going to have another centre-back wearing number 10. Niblets to your stupid numbering system. Everyone knows how it should be. It's been this way since I was a kid, 20 years of Football Manager. And you've never mastered numbering, and it boils my... Right. We're 2-1 up at half-time. I don't really know what we do from here. Do we go counter at some point and just try and hold on? Because we obviously have no right to be winning this match, and at any time you would expect Barnet to get back into it. Just looking at the stats, they've had more of the possession, they've had more shots, more on target, more clear-cut chances, 9 corners to our none. I mean, they are absolutely thumping us, but somehow we're ahead through a couple of very good finishes from Priest. We just need to hopefully hold on. There you go, centre-back with number 3 again. That's why he's out of position probably. He thinks, well, I must be a full-back. Oh, what just happened? I mean, that was just stupid. Such a nothing cross from their left winger, and Johnson. I mean, he's in covering for whoever he is. I can't remember his name. Who is he? Fletcher. Fletcher was out in the wing-back position for some reason. So Johnson came in to cover as the right-sided centre-back, and just that's why I'm trying to train him as a wing-back. Because he can't defend for toffee. Right, Hipwell's going to come on for Probert. That's a fairly common substitution for us at the moment. I think he's on the verge of pushing Probert out of the side. Glover also, I mean, he's done nothing. So much for making him a star today. Let's bring Cunliffe on. See if the couple of changes up front can weave a little bit of magic and maybe create an incredibly unlikely winner. Adam May's picked up a knock in midfield as well. He's going to need to come off, I think. But we'll just watch this attack first. May has it, slips Hipwell through. Can he do anything with it? I mean, it's straight at the keeper. Oddly has gone down as a clear-cut chance. I don't really see how it was. But we need to get Adam May off. We've got 15 minutes. We can't afford to be carrying anyone. We're going to bring on Ron Rees, stick him to left wing back, and move Lamb into the box-to-box midfield role. And we're just going to cross our fingers, both hands. Very rarely do it with both hands, but you know, a last-minute winner, we could bring some money into the club with a bit of a cup run. It'd be brilliant. If only we were playing someone a bit bigger than Barnet. I mean, we probably get bigger gates than they do, which is silly. Go on, get in there with a winner. Hipwell, what can he do? Reese, whip across him. We've got about no minutes, no seconds, no minutes, no time. So I guess that's going to be another replay. We needed a replay to get past Mikulova. I mean, bottom line, that's a very good result against a team 2 divisions higher than us. And for a little while there, it looked like we might nick something. We never really looked like we should be able to. There you go, Barnet. Labour to a draw. Adam May has twisted. Brilliant. More injuries. That is exactly what we wanted. When's the replay? I think we'll actually skip past the Gateshead game offline, and we'll do the Barnet replay as the second part of this episode, because it could all get exciting, or you could finally see the thumping that I promised you. So, just to bring you up to speed, we've just had a very important 3-1 win against Gateshead. Gateshead were top of the league for the first sort of 10 games or so of the season, if I recall. And they're now only 2 points ahead of us. So we're up to 12th on 24 points. Not too shabby. We'll hopefully improve on that in the second half of the season. But for today, it's all about Barnet. We're expecting 17,000 fans inside the Macron Stadium for this, of which 60 of them are going to be Barnet fans. We're also live on the telly, so we're bringing in £35,000 for that. This is quite the bumper payday for a Conference North club, and hopefully this can be something that a win today and the chance to do this again in the second round would be amazing. We're certainly not expecting that, but if this can be a little money spinner for us over the next few seasons while we're trying to battle our way out of these non-league divisions, it'd be awesome. Like having lots of fans, it's rather good fun. I've had a bit of a bust up with one of my players, Ron Rees. You'll remember him coming on in the sub in the last game. Has had a hissy fit, wants to play more games. I said he can't at the moment. He had a grump on, so he's caused a mutiny. So Chapman rules. Transfer list, he's in the under 18s. He may be earning £600 a week, but he's dead to me and we'll never hear of him again, despite my coaching staff all telling me to get him off the transfer list. He still has a role to play at the club. Not at my club, he doesn't. Bye-bye, Ron Rees. I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but... So, this is the team that we're playing today. Remarkably similar to the team we played in the first leg. In fact, did we make... Because there were changes for the last game, I'm not sure if there's any changes for this one. I think this might be exactly... In fact, Cunliffe, no, he wasn't in the team, was he? I forget who was playing there before. But he's probably the only change from that game. Carlin Kane was suspended for the last league game, so he's come back in. Probert didn't play. No, he did play. He scored 2 goals. It must have been Priest who wasn't playing, maybe. There was a couple of changes for that game, but I think we're back to pretty much the same team as we were for the first game. We've signed a right wing back on loan. We're committing to this system for a little while. Ben Stewart comes in on loan from Coventry. He's only 17. He's really coming in as backup. But if we can't, I can't find a left back to bring in on loan. So if we can't bring in a left back, we've got 2 left wing backs. Even with Reese being dead to me, we've still got 2. If we've got cover for Johnson at right wing back, then at least we can play this for a little while. We've got plenty of centre backs at the club, so I think this is our system for a little while. Especially now we've picked up a league win with it. We're 9-1 to win today. Oh, wouldn't it be ridiculous and wonderful if we managed to pull off a win? Right. come on then, let's get out there and ruin them. That's what we want. We want. I mean, we've got. When does it tell us how many fans we've got? Because I mean, it is ridiculous, and it shows how silly it is that we're down at this level. I think we don't see that until the second half, do we? I'll leave that on because it'll remind me to look. But for Barnet to only bring 60 fans and for us to have upwards of 15,000 in the ground, swap us round. I mean, we should be swapped round on that basis. Forget football and merit and all that. We've got all these fans. We've got no business being in non-league. Let us back in the Football League based on our number of fans. Oh, I hate the world. I mean, now those 60 fans drowning out all the Bolton fans at the moment. Very sad. How much fun is it going to be when we're filling this ground in League Two? That's not going to happen, is it? I'm confused. If we're getting 17,000 for an FA Cup first round game when we're still in the Conference North, how big is the fan base for this club? I know it's a 28,000 seat stadium, but did they fill it when they're in the Premier League? Have we potentially got a whole load of fans? And I mean, that's like having a little boost as we go up the leagues. We're gonna have a little financial boost. Ooh, I like the sound of this. Right. Ooh, Fletcher intercepts Hodgson. What can he do? It finds Johnson. I mean, why he's crossing from there, I don't know. But Probert did win the ball, but didn't actually flick it onto anyone. O'Brien hits it forward again to Glover. Cunliffe, someone do something with it. Johnson's got it out wide. Can he cross? Can he? Cunliffe now. Which way is he going to go over? O'Brien just lumps it forward, but Glover has made it through and really should have done better with that. That is a clear-cut chance. I was going to say, I mean, he really should have done better with that. Hodgson is offside. Normal hair as well, Tony Hodgson. He goes up, in my estimation, just for having normal hair. You don't get a lot of normal hair. And I think for him being man enough to just have a normal haircut in this future world of mohawks, I have even more respect for one of our best players. They're going to score again, aren't they? O'Brien heads clear. Glover finds Priest. We've got no one forward. Come on, lads. We're supposed to be an attacking team. Get the ball forward. Okay, we're only playing standard today. That might explain it. We might need to sort that out, especially if they score here. Great save there. And, we've had more shots and fairly even possession so far, but Barnet have had those two clear-cut chances. Why is Fletcher all the way up there? I don't like it when our centre-backs dance too far forward like that. It's asking for trouble. And here comes trouble. And that felt a little flirtatious. Oh, here comes trouble for Barnet. Here he is, look. Oh, what's happening? We need a goal. I'm flirting with the opposition players now. Come on, we need a goal. We need something. We need to go attacking. That's what we need. So let's throw some men forward. Get back to play our natural game. This is what we all want to do. You're all nice and relaxed because no one's expecting you to be in this. 17,151 in attendance. That is mad for a Conference North team. I mean, the reputation of the club has plummeted down. What just happened? I don't even want my glasses on for this because I can't sense flashing. Did I just miss a wonder save? Because, I mean, the pass was a joke. What is going on? Come on, lads. It's Wickham, by the way, in the next round. Wickham away. We're 5th in League One. So if we can nick a couple of goals, the route's not completely blocked to get us into a third round potential. Wonder time. Priest is in. Is he offside? He felt offside, but I mean, my chair's squeaking like nobody's business. And Priest, by the way, in the last game, broke the Bolton goals in a season record with 13. We're 19 seasons into this save, and 13 goals in October is a new club record, which it just shows what a bad 20 years it's been for Bolton. But that's number 14, and Chris Priest, he wants to play in the second round of the FA Cup. This is exciting. Now we're in the ascendancy. Can we go and nab a winner? No, because they're going to, aren't they? That's just disgusting. They let me dream of the second round for 4 seconds, and then this happened. I mean, we've got 3 centre-backs. How are we not capable of defending? How is he in that much space? And, I mean, the goalkeeper's just clapped his hands. Tell you what, that was a good shot. Oh, there it goes. Oh, did it again, boss. I'm too polite. Round of applause for how well struck that ball was. Forgot to save it. Right, get him off. Not him, Glover. He's coming off. Cunliffe, why is he... can we just swap them out? No, we want Penn. We want Penn where he can do most damage. I think might take Cunliffe off anyway. Beatson can come on and just slot into there. And we'll just swap him and Lamb over and do that. And I want to bring Hipwell on. We've got Pierce Millington on the bench today as well, who I hear great things about. But we'll just give it another 5 minutes for Probert, and then Hipwell's going to come on. I think it's not the game to meet Pierce Millington for the first time, although he could make himself a hero. We're bringing Hipwell on for Probert. He hasn't scored for a little while, Hipwell, but he was in a good run of form earlier in the season, and from playing not very often, he's up there with Priest and Probert on the goal scoring charts. So not bad for a super sub. Can he nick an equaliser now and send this massive non-league crowd absolutely wild with excitement? It'll be the most exciting thing that's happened to Bolton Wanderers in 20 years. It's not going to happen though, is it? I mean, it's just petering out. Oh, we've got a throw in though. Priest, Johnson. I mean, that's just a poor cross. Does he know we've just signed another wing back? I mean, his place is under threat. Crossing like that is just rubbish. Hodgson now to Priest. I mean, Priest just wants that next round. Beatson is in. Cross comes into Hipwell. We've got a penalty. We've only got a penalty. Oh, right. Come on. I mean, I don't know. I think this is the first penalty we've had. I don't know if we can do penalties. Who's taking it? Lamb to take. It's 2-2 with 30 seconds left on the clock. We're going to extra time, boys and girls. Whew. Look at it. What a well-struck penalty. It's straight down the middle of the goal. I mean, he's just hit that hard. That is a non-league penalty. And we're going to take Barnet into extra time. I mean, this is unfortunately where their full-time professional fitness will probably come in. But we've got a bigger crowd than half of their team will ever have played in front of before, willing us on. Which is, I mean, it's a bizarre situation, isn't it? I mean, I can't imagine this would happen in real life. Would you? I don't know. Has there ever been a team this far down the pyramid to get a crowd this big, even for a cup game? Especially a cup game against Barnet. If it was Man United, it'd be a little bit different. Right, we've got 15 minutes to just nick an utterly improbable winner. More important than that, though, over 2 legs, we've matched Barnet, and we've actually had a good game today. I mean, yes, they've had far more clear-cut chances than we've had. We're not hitting shots on target, but we're getting the ball forward and we're having a go, and we're matching up to them. I'm quite proud of the boys here. This is our first real moment where we've shown. Tell you what, we might actually not be rubbish. Leach with a fantastic save. He wants the next round as well. We all want to go to Wickham. Priest was free there. Why have we stopped the highlight there? I mean, we now know Colin Lamb can hit a penalty. I don't know if anyone else can. Priest is in! Oh, I mean, I thought he wanted it, but that's the miss of the episode. Oh, that's just upsetting. And it's going to penalties, I think. And I don't know if we can do penalties or not. I don't know if we're good at saving them. I don't even know who's good at them. Let's just auto pick Lamb. So Leach is number 6. I mean, can Leach take a penalty? Where is he? I mean, he's got 1 for penalties. Who's picking this? Well, I mean, on what basis is he a better option than our record goals? I mean, right, do over. What a moron. Right, we'll have Penn up first. We'll just do it in order. I want Priest and Hipwell taking penalties. I mean, I'm going to make myself look a fool here, aren't I? But I kind of want to just do this. I mean, why would we not have our strikers taking penalties? It seems ridiculous that we wouldn't. Let's mix it up a little bit. Do that. And then we can auto pick the rest. Right, what did I do? Right, we had Priest in here somewhere, didn't we? We had... Where's Penn? He was last. Hipwell. Why? I mean, why would he take the last penalty? Get him in for Fletcher. Johnson, Beatson can come in for you. And we'll just move you up a bit. We'll move Fletcher up a bit. And that looks a bit more sensible. I mean, Leach has got to be last. I mean, there we go. That's more like it. Let's have a penalty shootout. Hold your horses. Why are we not in 3D for a penalty shootout? What do we want? Close. Close looks like it will do the job. So, Lamb has already scored 1 penalty today. Can he make it his second penalty of the afternoon? He can, and it's a different penalty as well. The man has got repertoire. What's Leach like in... I mean, this is all going a bit fast for a penalty shootout. We'll slow it down as we get towards the end if it's at all tense. I mean, Priest, he's going to show why... Oh, I tell you what, that's why I had faith in the boy. Come on, Leach, let's have a save. Oh, I was up there. I thought he'd saved that. Right, Beatson. 3-2. Right, we're going to slow it down a little bit. Hold on, let's slow things down. Just increase the tension a little bit. I'm not having time to react to each other. That's too slow. You ever used this game before? Right, Leach, go on, lad. A slow motion penalty save. Oh, that was glorious. Right, Hipwell, do not let me down. You were supposed to be last. That's why you were supposed to be last. Slow motion saves aren't as much fun when they're our players taking the kicks. Come on, Leach, do it again. Let's have another one. Right, we've got to score this last one. It's Penn, I think, is it? Was it Penn we put on the last one? Oh, it's all... Come on. Go on, Penn. Stick it in. Oh, right. It's all on you, Leachy. Come on. Second round of the FA Cup awaits. I mean, he just sort of chipped that into the corner. Right, this could be anything now. I mean, I might speed it back up again. This is getting silly. Johnson. Come on. It's sick. What is it? 5-4. If we save this, we're through. They're not even hitting them hard anymore. Leach has just done... He's had enough diving. He's just clapping his hands now. I mean, these are good penalties, boss. Good penalties. Oh, not again. Fletcher. I am nervous. I wasn't expecting this from today's episode. Oh, just a quick one. Get knocked out the cup. And then we're through to the second round of the FA Cup. I mean, that was on the telly as well. We're famous. People know who Bolton Wanderers are finally after 20 years of pain and nonsense. We're through to the second round of the FA Cup against Wickham. We're off to Wickham, everybody. Right, when do we play that game? We're going to have to do... I mean, I wasn't planning on doing so many episodes so close together early in the season, but I guess you're with me again tomorrow for Wickham and Southport. We're on a cup run, everybody. This is awesome. If you've enjoyed that, and how could you not? We're having a cup run in our first season. Make sure you pop a like on there. Would love to keep getting all these early episodes up to 100 likes. If you're new, or if for whatever reason you haven't subscribed so far and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. It's down there, I think. Who knows? And thank you very much for watching.